Dr. Rita Jácome is currently the Associate Director of IECO-UV Chair of Business Ethics at the University of Valencia, and Executive Director and Researcher at the Institute for Ethics at IECO. She has been a visiting scholar at the Hoffman Center for Business Ethics at Bentley. Her research work focuses on the field of organizational behavior and human resources management, specifically on the influence of impression management techniques in building personal reputation based on leadership and trust, and its impact on corporate reputation. She lectures and teaches professional workshops in different companies, associations, schools, and universities. She's co-author of the project IT Personal Branding, a mentoring program for high school students focused on the formation of the whole person in order to create an authentic and genuine personal image. Rita, my question to you. What are millennials expecting from us as educators?
Thank you very much, Danilo, for your question. I will try to respond. And I guess a good answer will be one that I've heard from a professor. Please teach me something that I cannot find on Google. And I think that young generations, they want something else, something related with their desires and the fulfillment of their dreams. And also, they want us to share with them our real experiences. And this is not in any YouTube video or Google. And I'm going to tell you an anecdote that illustrates, I think, very well the main idea that I've found after years of research. During these days in Boston, because I live in Valencia, I'm living here in a student's residence, surrounded by lots of millennials. And talking with them about these issues, one of the students told me, well, do you know why? I want educators to be honest with me. And I was surprised, and I said, what do you mean by honest with you? And she told me, well, I expect them to tell me the truth and about the things that I need to improve in order to success in my future job. So she was asking for an honest feedback from her educators. And I think what you millennials are asking to me, I thought, is a real challenge. Because for us, I think it's easier to teach technical skills and professional stuff. But teaching in an honest way, I think it requires much more. And what is the much more? Well, I would say at least three things. One of them is to really caring about our students. I think my students will learn from me only if I really care about them. The second one is it requires a sincere dialogue. It's, I think, important to have conversation at class with them, and it requires time. And it's not always easy because we have a large number of students, but it is important and necessary. And the third and most important, I think it requires their willingness to really accept that honest feedback, and also to dialogue with them about their issues openly. Because according to Aristotle, morality and ethics can only be learned, strictly speaking, but cannot be taught. Because the essence of ethics is human freedom. And I think you millennials that are here play the leading role in your own education. But it's worthwhile to make this effort, even though we all have many students. I remember an experience when I was teaching at the end of 2 years training program in Spain. I asked to my students, are you the same person today than when you entered in this program? And the answer of one of them was, no, I'm not the same person. Now I'm a better one. And it was really shocked to hear, and it was a personal discovery, because I think this should be the ideal, whatever the subject we teach, to help our students to be better people. And in this way, we become servant leaders. And what is a servant leader? Is a leader that helps others to flourish as human beings. And I think if I give my best to my students, I expect to also them become servant leaders, helping others around to flourish. And one of the students in the resident yesterday, she told me that she has discovered the purpose of his work as a student, because two classmates asked her for help teaching accountancy and finance. And for her was a real discovery, and she told me, sometimes educators are focused in hows and what's, but not in why. So what's the why I'm doing that, no? And she was telling me, smiling and really proud about her discovery and truly happy, because she was getting the best from herself and putting her talents in order to serve others and to contribute to the common good of the society. And I told her, you know what? You are a servant leader. Okay, and how can we do that? Well, what I have found after years of research is that it's necessary at least 3 elements, very briefly: doing, looking, and being. The first one is doing well, so you must know your stuff. You have to work like the best or even better than the best. And it's necessary to have a good mentor or participating in a mentoring program. When I say Kevin will explain most. The second one is looking good, which is related with making an impact with your personal image, but also with your behavior, because you must be a good professional, and also you should appear in front of the others as the good professional you are. And when you're doing, so how do you act? Is consistent with your looking, how do you appear? Then you are telling the truth, and as a result, you are natural and authentic. And the third element is being good, which is related to personal character excellence, because it's not enough doing technically well and looking good. You also have to be a good person. And what is a good person? Is a person who lives by ethical principles, and this is the main point of my research, and it has a coincidence with the professor from Harvard, Howard Gardner, explains when he say, a bad person never gets to be a good professional. Because without ethical principles, you can become rich, yes, or technically good, but not excellent. And excellence is not an act, it's a habit, because we are what we repeatedly do. No? So trying to answer the question is, I think they expecting from us integrity and honesty, even though if we have personal defects and also make a lot of mistakes, but they want us to be points of reference, persons who live the ethical principles we teach. And the essence of an authentic servant leadership is to serve others as they expect it to be served. Thank you.